Good evening and welcome to the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station. I'm your host, Roman, and we have a great show planned for you today. First, the forecast from our IntellectualRadio.com Weather Center. Today, sunny, warm, high 75 degrees. Tonight, clear, low 59 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny, high 72 degrees. Tomorrow night, risk of thunderstorms some may be severe, so stay tuned. Low of 70 degrees. The rest of the week forecast looks like this. Wednesday, thunderstorms, high 68 degrees. Thursday, thunderstorms again, high 75 degrees. And on Friday, another thunderstorm, thunder boomers out there, high 72 degrees. Your Memorial Day forecast will be sunny. That's what they said, but you know how that goes in Chicago. The Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station is part of the Monday Night Mogul with Straight No Chaser with Rhea Ray Harris at 6 p.m. Maze Says with Maze Jackson at 8 p.m. Keeping It Real Estate with Harold Arnold at 3 p.m. One Sister to Another with Angela Johnson. It has a new date and time on Sundays at 10 a.m. And Monday Night Mingle Radio is back tonight on Monday nights at 7 p.m. The Drive at 5 is also part of the fabulous 5 at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station. Today, my guest, who is laid back doing our arms and everything.
I am. I'm excited. I'm chilling like, okay, when do I get to speak?
You're chilling like a villain, right?
I'm chilling like a villain and ready to speak.
Ready to speak.
Ready to talk.
So introduce yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Elisa Marie. I own my own fashion styling consulting firm called Iconic Peak. And what I do is I work with various different people within the Chicago and Chicagoland area and work with various different celebrities and things of that nature. So I was asked to come out here today and speak.
So what is your background?
My background is in a myriad of things. I was a songwriter, I modeled, I did hair and makeup, and I did fashion styling. And so I took a hiatus because I decided to get married and have kids and do all that fun stuff. And then what happens is time goes by. And then I looked up and I was like, well, what am I going to do? Because a fashion stylist usually reaches their ceiling. And so that's how I ended up launching my company, Iconic Peak. So I own it, run it, and do a lot of different events, host shows, and style people.
So you sing, what kind of songs? Is it R&B, rap,
Oh,
hip-hop?
well, as a songwriter, I feel like you should be able to be mutable. That's not something that I'm doing now. That was just something I did. Like, it was just a lot of different things. I can't talk. I'm so tongue-tied. A lot of various different things, but that's not my main focus career-wise. My main focus career-wise is just fashion styling.
So what kind of fashion styling?
So I do wardrobe styling, commercial, editorial, and my company Iconic Peak does event styling, photographic styling, prop styling, as well as cross marketing for different fashion designers and boutiques and things of that nature to bring more foot traffic to their stores.
And once you do the foot trafficking, how about this? We're going to take a break, and once we come back, we'll have more on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station. And we're back on the Drive at 5 on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station. To my left, I want you guys to do the introduction. Go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Elisa Marie from Iconic Peak.
I'm Laditra Warren with Twisted Rose Metal by Lala.
And I'm Melody Boykin, founder of Black Fashion America and the Black Fashion Week events here in Chicago.
And all together, you guys represent what? Okay, you have an event that's coming
The
up.
J. Smith and Twisted Rose Metal Summer Fashion Show.
Yes, Blacklist Summer Fashion 2016.
Okay.
I was like, oh. Like I represent myself.
Well,
I own my own company.
she gave us her background. What is your background regarding your jewelry?
I've been doing jewelry for 3 years now in Chicago. And I've been featured in the Wheel to Adorn for Chicago for the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. And I currently have distribution in 6 stores throughout Chicago, Indiana, and Florida.
Wow. So do you have a shop here in Chicago?
Oh, no brick and mortar. No, thank you. I'm online on Etsy so far, and I'm about to have a web page. But no, basically I have jewelry in different stores throughout Oak Park all the way to Florida. Yeah, no brick and mortar. No, thank you.
So Melody, we know about your background and your interest in fashion. The list goes on and on. So how you come about in finding these people, putting them together and say, we should make a show out of this?
That's a very great question, Roman. Most of the time I meet people at events. So while I'm out networking, I find like-minded individuals such as Elisa and Laditria. And that's pretty much how, I connect with them. And then by a lot of people knowing what I do as far as the fashion marketing, it's if the opportunity knocks and someone needs my assistance and my service, then by all means, I'm, willing and able to collaborate. So this particular collaboration here today is a result of one of the young ladies that was featured in our fashion show in February. And so now that the show is over, I find that designers and boutiques, they may need services. They still need help with their their branding and exposure, and therefore I'm available. So if I'm available, to help and assist, then that is how I help them. And J. Smith, Blacklist, Giselle, was in need of services, and I'm definitely here to help her. And when she told me she was having a fashion show and she needed PR, I said, okay, great, I will jump on board. I'm willing to help you because she's someone that was in my network, and I love helping those that are in the network. And then I was able to meet this beautiful soul here. And then I met Elisa at another fashion show. And then she also got a chance to work behind the stage Black Fashion Week with another well-known designer here in Chicago. So that would be the gist of like how we all were able to, sit here today collaboratively for the upcoming event.
So you're so laid back here. So let me ask you a couple of questions.
Mhm.
What made you go and say yes to this fashion, summer fashion?
What made me say yes is because I worked close with Melody with the Black Fashion Week USA. When I worked with her with the Black Fashion Week USA, I was behind scenes because, once again, like I was telling you earlier with my company, I have background in fashion styling and wardrobe styling. So I was asked to come and assist. And so by doing that, Melody just saw me and saw what I was doing. From there, I ended up hosting a Chicago Fashion Week show at the Drake Hotel. So I was a red carpet host, and I was interviewing the who's who. And then I even got Kendra G from WGCI to come out and host that show as well, and I styled her. So Melody reached out to me because the video, we had a videographer, film me, and people really got to see my personality. And I'm very bubbly, and I'm very upbeat and outgoing.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. You're positive on that? Shade, I read, but I got you.
Okay.
Not today.
Okay.
But no, me and her, we just got together, and she reached out to me, and she was like, I just loved how you hosted that show, how you were very engaging and you're easy to talk to. Would you like to host a show for me and be the host? And I was like, sure, I'll do anything for you. And that's just kind of how that happened.
Okay. So your experience with Melody.
I met Melody through Giselle, and I had heard about her through another acquaintance of mine because she also worked with Africa International House Gallery with the African Festival of the Arts, which I'm a artist for that one as well. So I heard about her work through there. We connected, and next thing I know, she had us organized, and she was emailing and texting, and I have no idea about fashion. I'm not gonna lie, no idea. I'm a jewelry designer, so it's a little odd. But like fashion shows, the behind the scenes, all that it entails, no, I have not the slightest clue. And her background was definitely a benefit to us.
Now, can you show us some of the jewelry you have? Because you have one unique jewelry that's a ring that's wrapped around, all tangled up or whatever it is. Could you describe that on you?
Twisted?
Well, I'm a man. I don't know what it is. I mean,
So many words.
No, it's not. Well, this is a palm cuff.
Could you show them?
I'm currently wearing a palm cuff.
Okay.
Is right here, and it just basically decorates the top part of your hand. I also have on a meditation bracelet because I meditate with stones, so I tend to carry them, but sometimes I lose them or I misplace them or I leave them at home. So I did a bracelet where it's easy for me to just, palm my meditation stones at any given time. Believe me, I need it.
So when somebody gets on your nerves, you'll hold it.
I will slowly, quietly meditate in a corner because I'm from the west side of Chicago, so it's very beneficial.
You're a West Sider?
I am a West Sider.
Oh, what part?
L-Town.
Oh, okay.
Right off the Ave.
Oh, okay.
Shout out.
Okay, what others? You have one around your neck?
Yes, I have this lovely darling. It's a pink agate and it's wire wrap. Sure. It's a pink agate, it's wire wrap, and it's also all of the links, all of the clasp, the links, every bit of the chain is all handmade, every piece. So everything is done by hand. Some tools I use, some are not. The wrapping of the stones, I normally don't use tools until I'm like at the ending of them. So even the clasp, everything, the closures and everything are all handmade. I do a little eclectic style. I go through some inventory of mine and I see what I think the colors look nice together, and I'll just go crazy, see what turns out, see what happens.
So what inspired you to come up with these designs, these unique designs? And I'm looking at your earrings, like the color, the designs, the brass, and so forth.
Today. I did really. I don't. You never see me with earrings on. And I was just feeling big hoop day today. Like it was big hoop.
She likes it so much she putting it on.
Yeah, I don't blame her. The colors are so popping. they pop.
Okay.
So, and I literally made these about 11 o'clock this morning.
That's so funny. I don't wear earrings either.
I never,
like that.
I never keep up with earrings. Like I'm horrible.
So what inspired you to come up with this concept?
It could be my elements, not the environment I'm around, certain musics that I listen to, people who are around me. I feed off of energy a lot. So if I'm around a lot of men, you will see a whole lot of men pieces being produced. I don't know why.
So what kind of men pieces you have?
Oh my God. We have like a tiger's eye and clear crystal point necklace. It's about 28 inches long. It hits right in the top section of the abdomen. Beautiful. I wish we had male models.
Buff male models.
Yes.
Wait a second. Wait a second here.
Yes.
You have to be specific on buff.
Chocolate.
Male.
We love you, Tay Dig.
I say chocolate because I do not discriminate. I don't discriminate.
Excuse me, you have a host here. You know.
Sorry. You think
I see you. We ain't discriminated. Idris Elba.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. Earl is over there. You're forgetting about Earl. I mean,
you are in control of the show.
No, I'm not saying in control. I'm just saying, you don't have to be buff, right?
We ain't discriminating against you. Not at all.
But what other male type of jewelry?
I do bracelets. I do rings. Chains are my number one seller. I've done Sabir Bey. I did a personal one for him. I did a couple personal ones, custom pieces. A lot of men pieces I do customize because I actually have to meet the person that I'm making it for when it comes to men. Women, we love all pretty stuff.
So you have pearls right there.
Yes, I do.
And you made that?
I handmade this as well because I do have a lot of customers. They like the copper and sometimes
can you hold it up to that?
They want to dress it up a little bit more. So what I would do is I do a lot of stuff. Like I crochet wire, I do beading like this. I do a lot of I do eclectic and I also can cover commercial brand jewelry.
So what about prom? This is prom season. People are going out to prom. So do you handmade jewelry for people going out to prom?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. No. Well, I'm putting it out there. Are you willing to do something like that?
Normally, I must say it like this. I normally do not. I'm open if they schedule prior to May 1st.
Okay.
I'm open for it. But a lot of kids tend to wait until the last minute. It's not a last minute situation because we're in May. June 1st, like my busy season starts like June 2nd. It's festival time. So I'm heavy in production for all of the Chicago festivals. So I really don't have time to do any customs until like September the 25th.
She knows the exact date. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So
same thing every year.
So you write music. You also do poetry, right? Or somewhat?
Portrait.
Kind of?
What do you
Well, I was thinking that you're an artist. You do poetry. You sing, right?
Oh, poetry?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said portrait. I was like,
no, poetry.
As the islands
what is wrong with this show
past,
today?
As the islands walked past my eyes, I blinked. No, I was playing. No. You want deep? I gave you deep.
Okay.
Okay, now go ahead. But no, once again, like songwriting is not something that I gave up. It's something that I do like to do, and it's close and dear to me. But I don't want to confuse people on my brand and what my brand is about. Now, will I incorporate those with my company, Iconic Peak? Possibly, because a lot of times when you're dealing with style when you're dealing with designers and things like that, a lot of them want like mini little commercials and things like that. So, I mean, if that's the case, I can conjure up a song easy, and then I don't have to worry about copyright infringement or anything like that. So if that's something that a person wants to discuss with me, I can definitely do that. But I mainly just focus on, honestly, just the whole thing that my company does, which is fashion styling consulting. So if somebody needs anything to be stylized, from an event to a photo shoot to clothes to things of that nature, or even corporate. I even do corporate styling. I even help companies figure out the look that they're trying to conjure up, so people, when they see them, they understand their brand, whether it's uniform, whether it's suits and tuxes, however they want it. So for me, with the songwriting, that's all good and dandy. But if I'm like, oh, I'm a songwriter and a fashion stylist and this, they're gonna look at me confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're focusing on one instead of the other.
Yeah, and I can implement it anytime I want to, like I said, because a lot of stylists are doing those, like how commercials have it. A perfect example, Michael Kors did Duran Duran Girls on Film. It was like a mini music video.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something like that, I mean, you can do that. I can help them do that. I know a lot of different people in the industry, music-wise, because of me starting out like that. But as far as fashion, it's just something that I can do, and I don't have to depend on anyone else's merits but my own. So I really just strictly focus with it.
And Melody, so tell us a little bit about this event that's coming up in a couple of weeks. Days. I'm sorry. I'm so discombobulated. A couple of days. What are some of the things people can expect?
I think they're going to expect to see some authentic and African-inspired attire in this event. The designer is very creative, and I love the fact that she reaches back into the African roots to show that you can pay homage to your heritage and still be contemporary at the same time. So a lot of her pieces have contemporary Western cuts to them, something that we can wear to the office, or we can wear on the day. We can go on the evening social, we can dress it up and we can dress it down, but it also speaks to our heritage coming from an African countries. Most of us have African descent, and so I love her prints, her African-inspired prints. So women can expect to come out and they can connect with a part of their past heritage, as well as enjoy the beautiful colors and cuts and silhouettes that she has to offer in her new collection. Women can also expect to network. I mean, what's a fashion show? You meet new friends. You may meet your next best friend sitting next to her at a fashion show. I do it all the time. I critique everything that comes down the runway. So, women can expect to network. They can expect to listen to some fabulous music from the DJ and hear live poetry. You mentioned poetry. We have a poet who's going to be performing. Her name is Danta, and Ms. Danta goes by the name of Wisdom Speaks, and she's very profound in her speaking and her message that she conveys to women to be strong, to be courageous. And that line, that is the line in the collaboration between Laditria and Giselle, is also not just about the fashion. It's about empowering Black women and being able to have pride in who we are and our culture and our beauty. And so I think women are going to really, they're going to have fun and shopping and all this beautiful jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have, connecting with other like-minded, positive beings.
And when we come back on Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com, we'll have more on the Drive at 5. And we're back on the Drive at 5 on the IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station. To my left, we have
Alisa Marie from Iconic Peak.
and
Laditra, aka Lala with Twisted Rose Metal.
okay, now we're talking about these nice bracelets, and you also said in regards to you have men bracelets as well.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you come up with, can men wear these bracelets?
Not
or
that one.
Not that one? Okay, so what concept to expect from a male's perspective versus a female perspective?
With the men, I normally do big, bold. I like to not give dainty stones, or they sometimes even enjoy just a plain copper bracelet, maybe a little something going on, but nothing major. Or I've had customers have like stones sitting up to here, all types of extravagant weaving, wrapping going on. The cup is normally about this big, thick gauges. It's bold. It just calls to dominance. And most of the time, I normally look for stones that are good for men to help them promote and aid whatever benefits that they need from the stones that they're lacking in their normal lives.
Oh, wait, so the stones give power?
Yes.
Break it down.
Well, most stones, which is mostly all stones, have all types of attributes that can help you mentally, physically, medically. Like there's a couple stones that are good for shingles, gout, kidney infection, like nervous system issues. Like it's deep.
So it's more of a holistic,
It's very
herbal.
So the
Yeah.
stone cleaning, you know how people do the stones and they're like, I see the colors and we're going to clean your chakras and all that.
Mhm.
That all, wow.
Hmm. Like you can feel bad energy in the room. You know how you come across.
Yeah. Some
Okay.
people don't have to say
You've been in
anything.
fashion shows. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Don't get it together.
So you said you build upon your inspiration comes from vibes.
Yeah.
The vibes that comes and you say, aha, this is I'm going to design this because that's my
That's what I
vibe.
got. Yeah.
So what is the testimonies from your customers about your jewelry, about what you just described?
I've had just recently, AD Martin, he's a He's a spoken word artist as well. He also does music. He put in an order for a custom piece. He came to pick it up. I fitted him, and as he was holding the stone on him, he instantly just bust out in goosebumps just all up and down his arms. He was like, I don't know what just happened, but I got like a chill rush up my back. He was like, I'm a little woozy. Like, I was like, yeah, it's going to balance you. It might jolt you a little bit because it's knocking out a lot of negative energy that may be surrounding you. And when it did, he literally, like, his arms were just going crazy, hair standing up. It was funny.
Phenomenal. You said it was fun.
I would suggest anyone who does not believe in holistic healing, just get a simple cleanse, a sage cleanse. Get sage. For anyone who has not dealt with any holistic healing, when you get a sage cleansing, by the time they come back and cleanse your head and your third eye, you are instantly woozy, you feel a little high, and you're off balance.
That's a natural high.
That
right?
is a natural high.
What is the third eye?
Third eye is the eye that normally is said to be here.
In your chakra.
And it's in your chakra. It's your all-seeing eye. It helps to see premonitions. It helps to recall dreams. It helps to recall past lives. It helps to open you up to things that are in your atmosphere that comes to you, like intuition, karma. Like, it helps to open you up and to actually see what's in front of you. So it's so deep.
I need a couple of them stones.
It's so deep. Like, it's deep.
I need a couple of those stones right now.
I'm telling you. What does rose quartz do? Because that's my favorite stone.
Rose quartz is a love.
Yay! I'm so happy. It's my favorite stone.
So we have the woman of the hour here. Your event is coming up in a couple of days. Melody was describing it. You have unique designs. Could you explain to IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station listeners, define African prints and contemporary silhouette clothing?
Define African prints?
Yeah, African prints.
Well,
First, state your name.
Okay, my name is Janelle Smith. I'm the creator of Blacklist, J.
Okay.
Smith's Blacklist. Blacklist.com, BOKLSTS.com. The African prints are, I don't want to say prints that are just based in Africa, because depending upon factories and trade, Africans in true trade with everybody else, all the same. The prints themselves, they're mostly wax prints. There's all different types of African prints. You have kente, you have ashoke, you have wax, just to name a few. So it's really dependent, and they all have different histories. So it's really dependent upon the country in particular. What I wound up doing is I take all types of wax prints and kentes, and I do Western styles with them. So instead of the African styles that are a little bit more sort of like Peter Pan collars, big poofy Nigerian sleeves, and I think of stuff, it's Western cuts. And for me, it was just inspired by the fact that I like bright prints. And I don't really see that much in our market. Like, we have African clothes with African styles, but not necessarily African prints with American styles. And we're African Americans. So the women have received it quite well. So,
are more people moving towards African fashion or garments in their daily fashion, you think?
I think so, definitely. I think the ability for us to bring out our natural beauty is more socially accepted now.
Yeah, it is.
There was a time when locks, for example, were not considered professional in the workplace, and still aren't, depending upon what part of the United States you're in. So I think in the urban areas especially, people are a little bit more freer now. As we're moving around, things are more urban, like the looks are more urban, so women are able to actually wear these clothes at work. And also too, a lot of my customers, they're working around Black people all the time. There are teachers that work in Black schools. A lot of women are in sororities and stuff. And so they have that ability more so now to express themselves a little bit more freer, because we're focusing more on African-American businesses and things. So our audience, so to speak, isn't necessarily a Caucasian audience. Our audience is each other, ourselves. So it's a little bit more open now.
Now, what about the male African contemporary fashion? Are you seeing some kind of trend heading towards that direction in male wearing African garments than in females? Or
I know I get a lot of requests for men's clothes. However, I don't do men's clothes, so I will say that, yeah. Guys are looking for that sort of the dashiki print shirts. A lot of guys are looking for now, and just variations of dashiki print and kenteis they're looking for. So I think it's the opening up to men. They're seeing it visually.
Now, but you have one of your African prints on right now. Could you stand and show our audience and describe your short set right here?
Sure.
You can just go ahead and talk. They could still. Yeah, go ahead. That's right.
Walk and
no. Well,
I will hold it up. And
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, no, they can see it. They can see it. That's what I'm saying. No, still stand and you can see it.
A lot of confusion going on today.
These are kente shorts. Really quick print. No, it's a kente print.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the kente print. The kente print is similar to the wax print. You can't buy it. Like, for example, I can't get the fabric wholesale because it only comes in 6 yards at a time because of how it's printed, because of it being a wax block print. But yeah, these are some of the summer shorts that I have, and the women like it because it's very, very fun and it's quick and simple, and they got pockets and everything.
They
like
pockets.
These prints. They like these prints, and with it being with an American style, it's not necessarily I don't want to say the Afrocentric sort of thing, because a lot of women, they like the prints, but they don't necessarily like that look. So, for me, myself, I have dashikis. I don't necessarily wear them all the time. But when I incorporate into other styles, like I have some dashiki print shorts that are like this too, then I kind of want to more so wear it. I don't feel like I don't have to necessarily broadcast my political standpoint all day, every day. Yeah. So.
And when we come back, you'll have some models to demonstrate more of your fashion when we come back on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com. And we're back on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeartRadio station. So, ladies, introduce yourself to our Drive at 5 listeners, starting with you.
My name is Janelle Smith. I'm the creator of J. Smith's Blacklist, BLKLSTS.com. It's an African American women's clothing line.
My name is Melody Boyk. I'm the founder of Black Fashion America. I help African American fashion businesses with PR and marketing production exposure.
I'm Laditra Warren, aka Lala, designer and owner of Twisted Rose Metal by Lala.
Lala. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Elisa Marie of Iconic Peak, a fashion styling consulting firm, and I help people basically figure out what type of look they're trying to do, whether for themselves, their business, or an event.
All right, so you have an event coming up.
Yes.
Describe a little bit about the event, and we'll bring out the models. Go ahead.
Blacklist is having their summer fashion show. We're having our summer fashion show this Saturday, May 28th. It's going to be at Harris Park at the Africa International House Gallery on 62nd and Drexel. The two show times, 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And I'll be partnering with Laditria here to show her beautiful jewelry.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple of models to demonstrate your fashion, starting with the first model right here. Come right ahead. Go right ahead. And go ahead and describe what she's wearing.
So this is Eva. This summer I'm doing a lot of Java prints. Everybody likes the dashiki prints, but this time we are doing the dashiki prints in different styles. This is our long maxi skirt that's very popular with the women. It's an elastic waistband. It has pockets. It's very versatile. You can wear this with a tank top, or you can dress it up and wear it with a blouse.
So the pockets are where?
Pockets are on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
There
on
you
the
go.
sides there. You want to pull that out so everybody can see the fun pocket lining too? There's all zebra print linings there going on. Yeah. Very funky stuff. Yes.
Okay.
She's wearing also a amethyst turquoise arm cuff on bracelet.
Okay.
It goes from your ring to your wrist all the way to your upper arm.
All right, so let's get on with the next model we have coming up.
Here we have Trivia. Trivia is wearing our kente ballerina skirt. This has tulle underneath. This is a fancy skirt. It has tulle underneath. You can dress it down if you like, but this is more so for our special events. We have 2 or 3 layers of tulle under here, and this is everything. All the skirts that you see, you can pair with else, and your outfit is complete.
So you can wear this at an evening event or something like that, and explain the accessory.
She also is sporting that gorgeous, artistic, eclectic blue agate shoulder.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
It's just everything.
Turn around, Trivia. Let them get a shot at it. You cannot help, but I've had like 8 requests, and I'm not selling until the 28th. And if you're very lucky and very smart, you'll get the VIP
Treatment.
You would get the VIP ticket. That way you can
Okay.
be at 11, pulling that thing before everybody else, because everything is one of a kind.
All right, and our next one is
Next
coming up.
we have Reggie. Reggie is in the Java
Oh,
print
man.
dress.
Look.
Yes, this dress is fabulous. It is fabulous. Yes.
So go ahead and describe.
This is our cream Java print. We have actually 3 variations of the cream Javas. The thing about the Java prints is you can have the same base color. You can have that cream base color, and the print can be completely and totally different. It can be like night and day based on the colors inside the print. The Java print dress this is another one of our popular ones. Actually, the Java prints are all popular now because they're not seen anyplace else. And all these fabrics, by the way, also are bought on the South Side. I work with African merchants to buy the fabrics to make sure we source everything through other Black business owners.
And the accessory?
Oh my gosh, she has this raw copper arm cuff that is going. She also has another one around her wrist. It has a green quartz, and she is sporting a German jade and coral necklace. And that is adjustable. You can wear it as a choker or all the way below the breast.
Oh, cool. I like that, but don't get me started. All right. Let's bring the other artists out. I mean, the other model. You got me confused. Other model out.
Wow. Finally, we have Angel here, and she is rocking the black Java dress. And this print, like I said, these prints are fantastic. All of these dresses, all of these articles, mind you, are also under $100.
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, they're quite affordable. But this is fabulous. Yes.
So, what kind of unique opportunities that you have to come up with these designs?
Yeah, show us the back. Yes.
Oh, you're flashing us. Thank you.
She showed.
I've had a great day today.
I'm just saying. What a drive.
So
I'm loving the headpiece.
Yeah. You
Stay focused. Headpiece.
So tell us about the accessory. Go ahead.
She is sporting a headpiece that is in the making to be from simple to elaborate very soon. She's also rocking a very gaudy labradorite necklace. The labradorite weighs a good 2.5 pounds in itself. And labradorite flash, and they encompass beauty, it encompasses empowerment. And when you wear it, you just feel like the world will bow. Okay.
Oh,
and
right.
in that dress, I understand.
Oh wow! So thanks, thank you so much, and thanks for the flash too. So before we leave out, I want to give you guys one more chance to let everybody know where they can get your stuff and talk about the show right quick.
Okay.
Starting with you.
BLKLSTS.com. Come and pick up tickets. May 28th, 12 and 2 are the show times at Harris Park District on 62nd and Drexel in the African National House Gallery.
Awesome. I'm Melody Boykin. You can follow me at Black Fashion America. You also can get tickets at Blacklist Summer Fashion Showcase.eventbrite.com.
I'm Laditra Warren. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and all social media outlets. Follow me on my Facebook page. It also encompasses all 7 of my store locations where you can go out and copy your own Twisted Rose metal piece.
Once again, my name is Elisa Marie, and I have my own website. So it's www.iconicpeak.com. On my Contact Us page, you can find the links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and God, I'm bad with social media. But with Twitter, you can go on at iconic_peak. Facebook, it's Elisa Usalbis and Iconic Peak, as well as so Iconic Peak has its own Facebook page.
So far, you have a thesis of
so everything. So that's why I said, you know what, Shade. That's why I
Thank you, models, for coming in. We really appreciate it. You guys look dark and lovely. Really appreciate it. That's going to do it for us on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station. Thanks to Earl Winfrey, Rhea Ray Harris, who is up next for Straight No Chasers. And don't forget, when it's 10 o'clock hits, do you know where your children are? Your child or children needs to be home at a decent time this summer. Please keep track of your children's whereabouts. That's going to do it for us. See you next week on the Drive at 5.
All right.